every now to be in our wow. Yes. No matter what is the pain, be grateful. There is no other way than total acceptance. Let thy will be done. And now, what is the story of today? Remember to trust that with the Master, any situation at any moment can be used to wake you up. Whatever the Master is doing, because of his love to himself, to the existence, and you are one with the existence and with the disciple. Don't protect yourself. Be insecure. Be vulnerable. Surrender and place your trust in your Master. Yes, the Master loves me more than my mother and my father, but the Creator loves us more than any master. And the Master will teach us how to be free, to be the freedom. You don't need any master than any gurus. It's inside you. Whoever gave the Master this enlightenment or this gift or this grace, whatever you call it, it's in us too. But let's see, we help each other. The Japanese master Aikido was a severe teacher, and his disciples were afraid of him. He has a sword, a whip like Christ and Ali and so many. One day, one disciple was striking the hour on the temple gong. Suddenly he missed a beat. Seeing a beautiful girl pass the gates of the temple, the disciple lost himself. He was no more there. He became desire. He started following the girl. He entered a dream. We all fall in a trap. I love Jesus, then I saw the money. At this moment, the Master, who was standing behind him, hit him hard on the head with his staff, so hard that he fell down and died. Because he loves him, he said, why do you want to come back? Just be enlightened right now. What is this desire? This lust, this pleasure only for the body and the mind, the ego? Go, chop it. In Japan, it was one of the oldest traditions. Whenever a disciple came to a master, he said, my life and my death, both are yours. If you want to kill me, you can. And he signed it, gave it in writing. In spite of this tradition, the people began to condemn Aikido. It was here also in Lebanon. My mother used to tell the priest, we take the bone, but the meat is for you, the flesh. It's like, beat them, teach them, let them be aware of the reality of this inner treasure. But we didn't know this. We thought only to teach us how to read and write. Yet Aikido's tradition became one of the most significant in Japan. Harakiri, chop, chip, chak. 10 of his disciples attained enlightenment, a rare number. And after this disciple died, Aikido continued as if nothing had happened. Whenever anyone asked about the disciple, he would laugh. He never said something he had done wrong. It was just an accident. He laughed. Why? Because of the inside story. It's the story that's inside us. Only the Master knows this, not the disciple yet. This disciple achieved something. His body fell, but inside he became alert. The desire disappeared, the dream disappeared, everything dropped with the body, shattered. In that alertness, he died. And if you can join alertness and death, you have become enlightened. Then there is no birth and there is no death. We are only crossing a bridge. Why waste your life in lust, not in love? In love you gain. Fall in love. Rise in love. Aikido used the moment of death so beautifully, and the disciple attained. He was a great artist, a great master. So people, let's see what we can do. All of us, to do it is to be it. Just be. Don't waste your life in something else. When you are in this moment, you see nothing else. This is why you have to be alone, but not lonely. Sometimes with another soul friend, but give yourself a total silence. Be alone in your room. The room is not empty. No emptiness. There are existence. There is secrets and mystery here and everywhere. If you are here now or nowhere else, now dash here. Look at this story and you may think that the master killed his disciple. This is not what happened. The disciple was going to die anyhow and the master knew it. This is not said in the story. It cannot be said. But this is how the thing happened. Otherwise, there was no need for the master to stand behind the disciple while he was beating the gong. Just an ordinary thing, an everyday ritual. Hadn't Aikido anything more significant to do? He knew it. He knew that the girl is going to pass by. He knew it, all this. He has, yes, just like any enlightened being. He knows what's going on. He has no curtain anymore on his eyes. The disciple can see the past, the future in the now. And your total trust to him. He is more than a mother to us. He is a living godliness, a living compassion. At that moment, there was nothing more significant. The disciples' death had to be used. But this is an inner secret, and I could not defend Aikido in a court with it. A master looks deep in you. He knows the exact moment of your death, and if you are surrendered, the death can be used as a resurrection. Whenever I read this story, I always wonder, why only 10 disciples became enlightened afterwards? This man could have enlightened many. The others must have protected themselves. Your protection is your undoing. Near a master, be insecure, because he is your security. Be unsafe. He is saving you. He is a savior. Masters are interested only in making you fully enlightened. But much readiness is needed, ripeness is needed, and surrender. Are we ready? When we are ready, the master is ready. When you go to sleep, this is half the death. So when you go to sleep, what do you say? What do you see? What do you promise if I wake up? Before you open your eyes, be grateful, be thankful. Before you go to sleep, be grateful, be thankful. And every day better, not bitter. Every day, walk towards this enlightenment, our birthright. Otherwise, if we are not a real pilgrims for peace, we are wasting our life, we are dead. What Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. We are all dead if not have this alertness, this awakening. So why go to war and be killed by dead people? Because we are dead. We go and kill others that we don't know. They don't know us either. What for? To go to heaven? Is heaven there? To see God? Is God a persona? Heaven and hell are herein. Just watch and see. How can you be? Where do you want to be? What's your choice? This is only a compost to the earth. Everybody is dying. Every breath is death and birth. The moment you are born, you started dying. But is this the real death? Have a look to see if you are imitating others. With imitation, the seed of authenticity within you remains dead. Why to imitate others? Copy-paste. We all look alike now. There's no need for your picture anymore. They are all alike, just any magazine, any picture. The same nose, the same eyes, the same this, the same that. We are paper, we are silicone, we are plastic people. Yes, take the sword of awareness and cut this imitation completely. No matter how painful it seems to be, the suffering has to go deep, but through the shock, yourself, your own authenticity emerges. Why imitate? Because we are all victims of victims. We don't know that everyone is unique. Unique identity of divinity, of immortality. No two hairs are the same, no two footprints, fingerprints. It's like, why change the body? Just accept it as it is. It's natural to grow old. It's optional to grow up. So put the wake up, not the makeup. The Zen master made a practice of raising his finger whenever he explained a question about Zen. A very young disciple began to imitate him, and whenever anyone asked the disciple what his master had been talking about, the boy would raise his finger. So the master said, what is he raising his finger every time I speak, every time he's doing this? If he starts imitating at this age, he's going to be an imitator all the time. And the master heard about this, and when he came upon the boy and he was doing it one day, he stopped him, whipped out the knife, cut off the finger, and threw it away. As the boy ran off, howling, shouted the master, "Stop!" The boy stopped, turned around, and looked at the master through his tears. The master was holding up his own finger. The boy, out of habit, started to hold up his finger too. And when he realized it wasn't there, he bowed. In that instant, he became enlightened. The master knows when to cut the ego, cut the mind. You are not the body. You are here imitating each other. So he knew he can make it. What is this habit? No habit anymore. Yes, we talk it, we speak it, but more and more we walk the talk. We support each other when we are two disciples. Masters never do anything unnecessarily, not even raising a finger. The master didn't always raise the finger, only when he explained a question about Zen. Why? Because he knows this is a gesture he's using. I raise my finger to show you the moon. Don't cut my finger. All your problems arise because you are fragmented, because you are a disunity, a chaos, not a harmony. And what is meditation? Meditation is nothing but coming to unity. The master always explains it. This is our only way to be united with meditation.